Hi there. Yesterday in the morning, I bumped into my neighbor Giacomo. He looked really depressed and distraught. Wait, why am I telling you this? 6 months ago, Giacomo opened Cafe Diletto, an Italian breakfast and coffee place. Giacomo's been a pastry chef and has worked for many years in a cruise ship. He's an excellent chef, and Cafe Diletto was a pure delight. So, what went wrong?
Professore, I have lost my passion. I love my caffè di letto, but I'm having second thoughts. I think I'm a law-abiding citizen. I hired a lawyer when I started the business. There are so many regulazioni in the food industry, I wasn't even aware. I don't know what I love. I love to bake and attend my customers. All I do is run about the lawyer's office and make sure I'm complying in the law. After 6 months, I have learned that I'm a business of compliance and not of food. You will not believe how many compliances there are. Hazard signs, wheelchair access, accessibility, blind, deaf, istruzioni in multiple language, wording in marketing, discriminazioni, food safety, tax filing, and there are many more. I don't even know. Allora, professore, what do you tell your students? Give some advice to me.
Not a happy state for sure. Reality check? Yes. Definitely. My advice to Giacomo: learn. Learn all about law and legal compliances for the industry that you're entering with your business entity. My advice to students: prepare. Learn all about law and legal compliances for the industry you are entering with your legal entity. Giacomo's frustration is real. It happens to many entrepreneurs after they begin. Very soon, beginners' luck runs out and they are ready to throw their work, their passion out the window because they feel tied down to accounts and compliances. My suggestion is prepare well. Law is all pervasive. If compliance is simple like following the rules, then why entrepreneurs find it difficult to follow? It's because sometimes they fail to prepare and sometimes they leave it to deal with later. Entrepreneurship is a journey. You need a vehicle which is your legal entity, and to go from point A to point B, you need to follow driving rules. That is, what compliances are for your business. To drive car on the road, you need a registration. You need to follow rules like carrying a license, a copy of your motor insurance, driving on the left or the right hand side of the road as per the traffic laws of your country. The rules are dynamic and are different for different kinds of businesses and can differ from even state to state in the same country. These rules are also based on the nature and size of the business and its entity. All activities of businesses need to be very carefully examined through legal and compliance lenses, and how these activities adhere to the laws of the land. Compliance generally can be broken down into two areas: regulatory compliance and internal compliance. Regulatory compliance makes sure that all business activities are within the law of the land and are reasonable actions that have been taken in order to prevent incidents. Internal compliance refers to internal policies and standards one must follow to make sure that the company operates according to its culture. It is more important if you are a startup entrepreneur. Sometimes a particular industry does not exist in a country, so in the beginning they get some allowances from the government. In fact, laws for e-commerce, fintech came much after smart entrepreneurs could find out trends and opportunities in that area and almost wrote the rules. We have seen Airbnb and Uber creating huge value in the last few years where there were hardly any regulations around it. Same is the case with compliances which are working on commercial use of drone. So, do you see the value in knowing regulations and staying ahead? Success rate of compliant companies is more than non-compliant or semi-compliant companies. You are able to focus on operations because there are no notices or summons from authorities regarding rules and regulations. Of course, compliant companies mean less distractions and cost of running the business, lesser penalties and legal cases. Also, keep in mind that the compliance changes with time and maturity of law, increase in size of employees, and according to the scope of business, increase in offerings, business verticals, and geographical presence. Hire an expert or a business lawyer to help when you are in need. So, keep complying.